What's up, Gemini? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. The info for that is in the description box of the video. There is a long wait for a reading with me, so if you want to explore your options, I have put links to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom, in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Gemini, let's do person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the next 2 weeks. I say potential to anyone that's new to my channel because on this channel I infuse manifesting mindset and the universal law of assumption into all of my content. My tarot readings are just check-in points into one version of you, Gemini, your specific person, and the connection that you have selected, manifested, are manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very moment. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Your desires are absolutely meant for you. You can have anything or anyone you want. If you would like to shift this, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Gemini that you are being, and a shift of your dominant thoughts and assumptions, and a reselection. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please do go and look at my other content. And I do like to kind of teach as I go as well. All right, Gemini, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you as we move through the next 2 weeks? 8 of Swords, stressed, Gemini. High Priestess, some of you are in silence with this person, or you go through periods of silence, or there's just a bit of this kind of sense of the unknown or mystery when it comes down to the direction of the connection. Let's have a look. High Priestess. Maybe there's an intuitive bond, but there's also a lot that needs to be said. Let's have a look. There's a 9 of Swords, but it's in the reverse, Gemini. There's a 4 of Wands, and then there's an Empress card in the reverse. We've got the Ace of Swords, which would be about clarity, conversation, truth. And then a 6 of Pentacles in the reverse with the 4 of Cups. So there's something here about stress, I think, around, clarity when it comes to commitment, stability. And for some of you, maybe that's been unclear. 4 of Wands, house and home. Maybe issues around, the direction of the connection or settling down. Are you on the same page? Because 4 of Cups here, there's a little bit of this disappointed energy. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse can be, is this reciprocal? Okay, so, a little bit of this kind of stress on whether or not, you can come together and actually build something. 4 of Wands, but 4 of Wands is nice. The Empress card, though, in the reverse can be like challenges to self-worth, self-love. So there needs to be a conversation and clearing of the air around whether or not you're on the same page. 4 of Cups can be emotional rejection. So, the Empress card is also about growth and expansion. So there seems to be some stress and anxiety that they want to get past. It's in the reverse around, whether you can actually nurture the connection, move forward. Empress card would also be about children. So perhaps there's like clarity or a conversation that needs to be had around the future, right? Let's have a look at that Empress card in the reverse. Let's see. Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. 2 of Swords. Yeah, there's a clash here. 5 of Wands, or a tension, maybe around the direction forward. Some of you, there's been disagreement on that. If you're already in some kind of a relationship or something stable, it could be a clash or a disagreement when it comes to, like I said, either whether or not you're equally invested. Okay, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, that could be emotional. So this feeling of like, 4 of Cups, like, are you taking what I have to offer? Is this reciprocal? Are you putting in equal effort? That kind of a thing. And there seems to be clash and tension around that, and also questions around the direction. So like when it comes to, I said, house and home, or matters to do with the future maybe. Like, for example, if you're in a relationship, this would be about maybe you want to, like, marriage, children. Is that on the table, or do you disagree on that point? And for others of you, it could be that, you're heading towards a 4 of Wands, but there seems to be a clash because there's this sort of energy between the two of you of, challenges to self-worth. Like, are you rejecting what I'm offering? Okay, it could be communication. I mean, Five of Wands here can be tensions involving other energies, competing interests, and that could be stresses. It could be work stresses, it could be family, it could be friends. I mean, the Two of Swords is sort of like the blindfolds also on when it comes to the future. Okay, so let's have a look at that Five of Wands. Yeah, Three of Swords is in the reverse and the King of Wands. They do want to take some kind of a leadership role or some action towards you to get past this clash. There's been some hurt feelings between the two of you. The Three of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Wands, I mean, for some of you, you know, this is like outside energies that have impacted somehow in the situation. Like I said, it could be family. Some of you are dealing with a situation that involves like exes or outside people like children, etc. Not all of you, but that could be a factor. And there's challenges to self-worth because there's this sort of negative assumption that the connection's not being prioritized, or it's been a little bit stuck due to outside pressure or outside energies. It's just also more so, I think, you know, Two of Swords is like blindfold seems to be on. There's a stagnancy here. And Ace of Swords in the overall is like conversation and communication and getting to the heart of things, maybe resolving issues and also getting on the same page. So not clashing, you know, resolving tension. I mean, King of Wands is attraction and definitely wanting to move out of stagnancy. So make a move. Some of you are dealing with fire sign energy. Let's see one more on that Five of Wands. Yeah, the Six of Swords, it's in the reverse. So there's a wanting, definitely, you know, the Two of Swords, it could be that this has been on a little bit of a pause. Some of you at a distance from this person, like travel's a factor. That could be causing tension. Like that could be also causing a sense of separation. But this is like return energy. So this could be someone wanting to take a trip or wanting to, you know, plan to move towards you. Or in the very least, make a plan to come unstuck. I mean, Four of Wands would be house and home. So if that is an issue, like there's separation, this could be about having a conversation about how to make it work, how to, you know, moving in together, something like that. The Six of Swords in the reverse, regardless of any clashing, etc., it seems that this person is not really ready to move completely away from you. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse to me is just like, there seems to be this energy of not really like an assumption that effort's not really being put in. There's been a stop, okay? Now, Knight of Pentacles in the upright is working towards the goal, and the goal might be Four of Wands, commitment, marriage, stability, moving in together, whatever, children. And then the Six of Pentacles in the reverse seems to be this kind of clash around effort being put in. I'm going to get your side of the street, Gemini, because it's way more important. Because anything that you want adjusted, they're going to change their thoughts and feelings and their behaviors based on you and your dominant thoughts and assumptions about them. Okay, so I'll explain it when I get to you. But there just seems to have been maybe a pause or a stop. For some of you, there's issues here to do with like outside energies that demand financial support, because this can be that way, Six of Pentacles in reverse, and that's causing a clash between you and this person. Let's have a look. Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords can be like an avoidance of an issue. So it seems to be that stress is here and there's been tension due to maybe things that have gone unsaid or unaddressed. And that could be like frustrations, like are you really reciprocating, or is this balanced, or are you taking what I have to offer? Because there's a Knight of Cups here. So there's genuine emotion. I'm not taking this as a heavy Seven of Swords. I'm not taking this as cheating, even though we have a Five of Wands here. You know, the Five of Wands and the Three of Swords in the reverse. It could be that there are trust issues between you and this person because, you know, outside factors and burdens and responsibilities is causing some kind of a negative assumption that there's not a return of what's on offer. And then it could be that what happens is, I did point out that there might be periods of silence or silent treatment or something, or this air of mystery or the unknown. So there could be this filling in the gap of negative assumptions and then trust issues and avoiding issues and not communicating very well. Ace of Swords would be clarity and communication. So I see that that's the aim. This person wants that now as we move through the next 2 weeks, okay? And they're fired up to take action and to communicate, resolve tensions and conflict, come unstuck. We've got Libra, Gemini energy with the Empress card. And yeah, I mean, King of Wands, I'd take the fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, they want to come unstuck. Chariot card, and then the Ace of Cups. Okay, if you're at a distance, this would be about traveling towards you, or this could be a move or a relocation. Either way, this is perseverance towards a new love beginning, a new phase. No doubt that there's love here. Knight of Cups, romance, love, feeling. Two aces, new beginning in love, new beginning in truth, honesty, clearing the air. Cancer energy with the Chariot card. And if you're not at a distance, maybe they just want to take a trip with you and they want to like honeymoon phase or something like that. I just feel that there's been stress and burdens outside. The connection, some of you, there are ties to exes because there's children, for example, or there's hurt feelings and, you know, not feeling like you're making each other a priority or something like that, like negative reactions. I'm going to get to your side of the street, Gemini. By the way, if it's not your story, guys, don't worry about it. And if it is and there's anything you don't like, fuck it in a bucket, because you can change it all. Queen of Cups, Gemini, how do you feel about them? So you do feel emotional. You feel like there's an emotional bond. Some of you are dealing with a water sign. Page of Cups. Some of you, your focus is on children, so that could be a factor, but otherwise that would be about, you know, that's a sweet energy. So your focus is also maybe about, you know, taking a new path with this person, making a gesture. King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Some of you are feeling like if it hasn't really reached the full commitment phase, Gemini, sometimes maybe you question it because the King of Pentacles in reverse can be that way, or there could be an over focus on career and finance with that King of Pentacles in the reverse, and that could be the clash, and there could be tensions around moving forward and, you know, prioritizing the connection. King of Pentacles in reverse can be a bit that way. It can be like over obsessed with the material. Hierophant card, how do you feel about them, Gemini? Hierophant card, commitment. Traditional commitments, marriage, Seven of Pentacles, you're invested. Maybe you've been waiting to see how things play out. Seven of Pentacles, foundation. This could be financial investments as well, like waiting to see if there's a return. Like you both could be career focused, or you could be aware that this person is very career focused, and that could be the hold up, you know, and that's frustrating you. Yeah, you're waiting. Gemini, you're waiting. Some of you, this like is a matter that deals with some of you, this is a connection that is overseas, okay, or over water, Three of Wands, and that could be the factor. I already explained that. Now, Gemini, if that's all circumstantial, okay, sorry, now I'm going to go to the law of assumption component, guys. Sorry, I know that frustrates the tarot enthusiast, but this is my channel. Okay, distance is not a thing. No circumstances matter. Also, if a person said, yes, we're going to move in, or we're going to get married, or yes, I want to do this or that, but I'm not ready, or finances, none of it fucking matters, guys. You've manifested all of it. It doesn't matter what anyone has said or done in any moment before. It was a projection in a moment, okay? So you just need to focus on your end. So if you want the commitment, seems to be heading in that direction anyway. If you feel like there's clashes, or there's outside energies or tensions, or this person's not prioritizing, or they're not ready, or they're at a distance and it complicates things, things will turn around in a moment. All the circumstances will move for you. You just need to go to the end. You can go from they're at a distance to affirming we live together now, and everything will move very quickly, okay? If you don't believe me, you need to test it with affirmations or go and look at other coaches and their suggestions, but circumstances don't matter. If this person said, I'm not really ready to get married, for example, you would just say, no, we're going to get married, or we're married, okay? Go to the end. Judgment card, like a decision needs to be made. And then that King of Pentacles in reverse came out, guys. A decision needs to be made, something about this situation, feeling like, okay, you know, not necessarily trusting that this is like a stable, solid offer. Okay, on one hand, I do think that it is heading in that direction and you've been waiting on that, Gemini, but then on the other hand, there's got you doubting it, or you feel that you need to make a decision because there's been a lot of this waiting to see how things play out, and maybe that's testing your patience. And King of Pentacles in reverse can also be someone, like I said, that is over-focused on finance, either that's the obsession and it's like never enough, it's completely the focus, or it's someone that just doesn't feel, yeah, like they're stable, like they can really commit, like they've matured to that level where they can really commit to the situation. You might feel that way too, Gemini. I don't know. I mean, if you're making that a thing or a condition on manifesting, you don't need to put any conditions on your manifestation. It's, you just, like I said, go to the end. All the pieces move and get worked out for you. The Three of Wands, the Moon card's in the reverse. Let's have a look what that is. This is also, yeah, the Emperor card. This is also, you know, with the Moon card in the reverse, there's something here also. Remember I said at the beginning about like the High Priestess and whatnot. There seems to always be like this air of mystery or secrecy or something. I'm not getting sinister secrecy, guys. I just feel like this is triggering some part of you. With the Moon card, this is like shadow stuff coming to light, and you might have some fears here. You know, King of Pentacles in the reverse is like also energy where you question someone's loyalty or stability. That could be something that you are facing at the moment. I mean, the Emperor card is about, you know, children as well. I mean, the Empress and the Emperor, this is a match, but someone's in the shadow energy. So there's something here about challenges to self-worth or questions around, like I said, you know, feeling secure or feeling like the effort or the love is really returned. So Gemini, if this is triggering you or you both kind of trigger each other, you don't need to be too concerned about them and what they're doing and saying. I already pointed that out. You need to shift your dominant thoughts and assumptions about them and about who you are and say, no, I'm so safe and secure. They're absolutely so committed to me. I mean, the Emperor card would be about building a structure, taking control of matters. Okay, if you feel like you're waiting around and this person's not feeling, you're questioning whether or not they're reliable, or you want them to be more, I don't know, active or give you more security or something like that, you absolutely can just affirm for that. I mean, the Emperor card can be a boss figure as well, and there could be a lot of this waiting around, you know, and stalling. So all you need to do, like I said, is just make a decision, first of all, Gemini, because the Judgment card can also be decisions. This is also second chances. It looks to me like you've had some kind of a conflict or a tension, and this would be revival energy, which is what you want. Now, the tension could be around, you know, like I said, there's a trigger point here, some kind of a level of indecision on the way forward that could have been frustrating, and a feeling of disappointment or a rejection between the two of you. Let me just look at that Moon card in the reverse one more time. That's Pisces energy. We've got Taurus energy, Scorpio energy, Aries energy. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. You both mutually have the Knight of Cups. That's why I'm getting that this Moon card in the reverse and the Seven of Swords, whilst those cards can be like big secrets and deception, and I would call it, I'm not really getting that energy here. I'm really just getting there's something here like, first of all, the Moon card in the reverse, how are you feeling about them? You may want to be revealing or getting clarity on the way forward because there's been a lack of clarity. So that might be what you are manifesting now and hoping for, which looks like this is what's developing, and that there needs to be a decision on the future and the way forward. A Knight of Cups, mutually, you both feel emotion and, you know, you want the romance with one another. So Gemini, just focus on the aspects that you like, forget about what you don't like. If there has been tensions, etc., you want this person to say apologize for something, because that can be Knight of Cups as well. Well, you can get that, or you can just affirm if you're waiting to have that next phase or the relationship or the commitment or the marriage or the children, whatever it is that you want, just affirm that that's what you get. Maybe there has been some clashes about, you know, your values and whether you're on the same page. Like I said, maybe one wants children, one doesn't want children. Believe me, guys, whatever you affirm, there is a version of that person that thinks the same as you. It's not manipulation, and you're not manipulating this version and circumstances. You're selecting out of the infinite a preferable version that thinks and feels what you think and feel, okay? And it's mutual. I hope that makes sense, guys, and I'm sorry for meandering, but it's important. Okay, what does this person want in the next 2 weeks? There's something about charmed or used. You had a clash with this person and boundaries. Four of Cups, this is coming down to that energy of like, are you returning what I'm like? There's questions around reciprocity. Now, this person also, some of you, you know, there's an ex in the mix, or there's an old energy of feeling very used. Like if someone's responsible to another person, Six of Pentacles, I pointed that out. Like financially, there could be tension and negative assumptions. Like maybe this person gets reactive because trust issues. Maybe this person has trust issues from before and then acts some kind of a way. You can also change that, Gemini, and say, no, we have like the most wonderful, like harmonious, peaceful relationship. They're so trusting, they're so open. Yeah, because we've got camera, reminiscing, making memories. So they want to make memories with you. There's a learn from the past perception. So this is probably whatever the row has been between the two of you. They've learned something from that, I guess, that they want to have a new start with you. Maybe the way in which you communicate, because Ace of Swords is going to be an open, honest communication. So maybe you've held back from one another a little bit, or this person has shown up a little bit distrustful. Because we have Phoenix, new phase and rekindle, renew and growth. Okay, what else? Okay, old school, replaying events over and head, outdated thinking, conditioning. The outdated thinking, Gemini, again, you might be dealing with a person that is over concerned with finances. They could have also had a bad relationship or relationships before, like feel they have an assumption that they get used. That could make them react in some kind of a way. You know, the conditioning or outdated thinking, this person could like, you know, have a way of behaving in relationships that they're realizing is not really serving them. I mean, we've got ascending right after that, learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase, Four of Wands. That could also be, there could have been a hesitancy to like move in together or take things to the next level, or really like commit properly due to like old outdated thinking related to disappointments from the past, or an obsession with not being enough, like financially, or not being ready. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like that's the, anyway, skip around. Love, unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. Okay, so there's something here about balance, right? And selflessness and giving and receiving. And there could have been tensions around that. This person could have projected some negative thing that they always get used. You equally could have felt like what you were offering, they weren't really reciprocating. You understand what I'm saying? But they seem to want a new phase, and we've got love is coming. So love, and then we've got talking. So you will be communicating more with this person. I don't think you're in separation with this person, except if it's at a distance, or you may have had an argument. But you've got communication coming in, love and new phase. Both of you see, you know, Knight of Cups. So that's really lovely, Gemini. So reinforcing what I said, guys, take what you will, take what you like, throw out the rest, or don't take any of it. It's totally up to you. You're manifesting everything. So you can also just scrap the book and refocus and select whatever you like. All right, guys, I hope that resonated for you, and I intend that it helped some of you, and I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in 2 weeks' time.